I'm Coach Jamie Dreyer from Overhaul Training, and in this video I'm going to show you how to release a tight pectoralis minor muscle using the Pure Wave, a tennis ball, and a gentle Pmf stretch. Your pec minor is located behind the pec major, and it starts off with attachments on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th ribs, and then runs up attaching to the coracoid process of the scapula. The way we start off looking for the trigger points is with the point stick on the Pure Wave. We're going to go ahead and bound by the lower attachments on the rib, you're going to find 2 potential spots down there. Once you've located the trigger point, go ahead and turn her up. After you spend about 30 seconds to a minute and a half on the lower section, you're going to then go up to where the 3 sections, the 3 different divisions of the muscle blend together into a tendon. Right at that junction where it goes from muscle to tendon, there you go, I just found mine, is where you're likely to find another set of trigger points. Crank away, have your fun. Another option is also using a tennis ball, and you're essentially just going to go ahead and press it into the same exact locations that you would with the Pure Wave. I'd like to use both hands to get enough pressure and pull the ball into my trigger points and roll it around gently. Because of the way the pec minor attaches to the scapula at the coracoid process, when it's tight, it has a tendency of pulling the scapula kind of forward and down, which restricts a lot of movement in the shoulder. And 2 of the main problems that this can lead to is 1, nerve entrapment, because the brachial plexus actually kind of passes down behind that tendon, and when you're trying to do work overhead, you're kind of hooking it behind the coracoid process. And then 2 is shoulder dysfunction. Again, because part of the shoulder girdle is kind of locked down and not allowed free movement. Both of these are issues I dealt with quite a bit throughout my 20s and 30s. And you know, it's funny, now it's funny at least, no matter how much time and money I spent going to the chiropractor, acupuncturist, massage therapist, stretching it on my own, the same issue kept coming back over and over again. And now that I look back, it almost seems too obvious, but I want to share this with you because I think a lot of people end up doing the same thing. And it's really simple when I say it. Ready? It was the way I slept at night. I've been working on breaking it. I had a tendency of sleeping on my left side with my shoulder jammed forward and my head on the pillow. Now, I easily sleep 8 hours a night. And if I'm spending 1/3 of my day with the pec minor in this short contracted position, it completely makes sense that no matter how many people I have work on it, it's going to keep getting jammed up and stuck. Kind of makes sense, right? Okay, so I just wanted you to be aware of that so you could look at the way you live, you sleep. It's not just about how you exercise and lift or work at when you're at your job, but it's a huge sum of all these different lifestyle factors that can cause us pain and dysfunction. Okay, moving on to the stretch. The best way that I've found to stretch my pec minor by myself is by grabbing onto a pull-up bar. The feet are going to be a little bit behind the bar, and then I sag my body forward, leading with my chest. Once I've gotten as far as I can, I then look around to find the tight spot. Once I found it, hollow out the armpit. That sense of trying to hollow out the armpit helps pull the scapula down and back a little bit more and takes the stretch just a little bit further. From this point, I can just hang out and kind of shift around a little bit, taking some deep breaths, or I can turn it into a contract, relax exercise and make it a Pmf stretch. From here, I would go ahead and just do a little bit of a contraction, pulling down in front, gently on the pec minor, hold it for 5 seconds, and then relax the muscle and relax my breathing. You can repeat that 3 to 5 times. If you think you might be experiencing some type of nerve entrapment that's affecting your arm, definitely do what we discussed in this video, but also head over to the videos on the pec major and the scalenes and release those trigger points as well. And then also check out the strengthening exercise for the lower trapezius at the end of that video. I'm Coach Jamie Dreyer, and I'll see you in the next video.